So, after Kendrick dropped Not Like Us, things got crazier. The track accused Drake of liking underage girls, and the internet lit up. In The Heart Part 6, Drake denied the grooming rumors, saying, "If I were with young girls, I'd have been arrested."
If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested.
He also said he was done with the beef, but fans were not feeling it. The track got more hate than love. Then an old video went viral again where Drake, 23 at the time, was kissing a 17-year-old fan in 2010. She later said it was harmless, but the internet wouldn't let it go. On May 7th, Drake's OVO store in London got spray painted with "Not Like Us." That same day, Kendrick's track broke Spotify's US record for most single-day streams, beating one of Drake's songs. Then it got serious. Someone tried to break into Drake's mansion in Toronto. His security guard got hurt. Police taped off the front of the house. The next day, Kendrick had 4 songs in Spotify's US Top 10. Not Like Us at number 1, Euphoria, Like That, and Meet the Grahams followed. Meanwhile, Drake was posting photos with his son and dad on Instagram. Fans weren't kind, and comments like "Kendrick bullied him into being a better dad" started popping up everywhere. Then came a weird twist. Someone on DJ Academic's stream claimed Kendrick's team paid him $2,500 to boost streams. He showed a Zelle receipt from Anthony Saleh LLC, a name tied to Kendrick's manager. But XXL and fans pointed out it's likely fake. The LLC doesn't exist, and $2,500 sounds way too low. On June 19th, Kendrick headlined the Pop-Out show in LA with big names like Tyler, the Creator, and Roddy Ricch. Whitney Alford was also in the crowd during Euphoria. Kendrick added a new line,
"Give me Tupac, read back, and I might give you a little respect, remember?"
That line wasn't in the original, and yes, it was aimed straight at Drake. Kendrick's Pop-Out show was more than just a concert. It felt like a celebration of victory. He paid tribute to Tupac through his outfit, a subtle jab back at Drake. The very next day, Drake posted a chill photo captioned "Summer League," as if to say he wasn't fazed by anything that just happened. On June 22nd, he also wished his close friend and bodyguard Chubbs a happy birthday, calling him Capo and hinting that there's plenty of love to go around. That might have been a quiet clapback since Kendrick mentioned Chubbs in Euphoria, questioning if he'd really crash something like Drake always claims. Around the same time, behind-the-scenes clips from the Not Like Us music video began popping up online. And on July 1st, things got tense when Rick Ross played that track at a show in Vancouver, Canada. A fight broke out, and someone yelled, "You in our city? What's up?"
You're in our fucking city! What's up? What's up?
Fans noticed Drake liked a post about the incident with the caption, "Rick Ross met the BC Demons tonight. He shouldn't have played that Kendrick track." That same day, Drake was celebrating Canada Day. And just a few days later, on July 4th, Independence Day in the US, Kendrick dropped the official Not Like Us video.
"Say, Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to Cell Block 1.
One of the biggest surprises, his partner Whitney Alford appeared in the video right after Drake had dissed her. The credits said, directed by Kendrick Lamar and Dave Free, a direct response to all of Drake's talk. A few days later, NBA star DeMar DeRozan said in an interview that he still considers Drake a friend, trying to calm the tension a little. On July 13th, Drake posted a photo wearing a t-shirt that said, "Rap is a joke." Maybe it was his way of brushing off the whole situation, but funny enough, Not Like Us jumped back to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Then, on July 17th, Schoolboy Q, one of Kendrick's closest friends, had a concert in Canada that got canceled. Coincidence? Maybe, but people talked about it. 2 days later, Drake was seen hanging out with 50 Cent. In an interview, 50 said he gave Drake some advice. He told him not to believe the hype. Still, every time Drake posted, people flooded the comments, especially when he shared images of Tupac, another subject that's sensitive given Kendrick's references to Pac's ring. Then, on August 28th, Drake uploaded behind-the-scenes studio footage to his website, 100 gigs.
They tried it, they went for it. Oh yeah, and you're still here, just ignore it.
In the video, he and his producer 40 were vibing to a beat Drake said Kendrick would murder. It was clearly meant to be a collab, but it never came out. That same beat ended up with Action Bronson instead. 3 days later, Drake dropped a short project titled 100 Gigs, featuring a song called Circadian Rhythm. The phrase isn't actually used in the song, but fans think it's a hidden reference to Kendrick's 616 in LA diss track. Some of the lyrics sound like they're aimed straight at Kendrick, and in Circadian Rhythm, Drake seems to fire back directly, though he never says Kendrick's name. Drake dropped a song called Circadian Rhythm, and he added the subtitle, The Language too.
Send me something from your trip, baby. Go invisible, ain't gonna pics, baby.
That wasn't random. Fans immediately linked it to his 2013 track, The Language, which many believe was Drake's original response to Kendrick's famous Control verse. In Meet the Grams, Kendrick called out Drake's parents, blaming them for raising someone with addictions and bad habits.
Dear Sandra, your son got some habits, I hope you don't undermine them.
Drake fired back subtly in blue-green-red, saying,
Please write my mother and tell her the shade that I'm in.
Then, on September 8th, Kendrick announced that he'd be performing at the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show in New Orleans, and of course, he couldn't resist adding a smug reference to his win over Drake. Fast forward to October 7th, Drake posted something about how ride or dies aren't always who they seem. Fans saw it as a shot at people switching sides after the beef. On October 21st, Kendrick was featured on the cover of Harper's Bazaar and spoke about the meaning of not like us. He said it wasn't just about Drake or OVO. It was about standing for something real. That same month, fans remembered when DeMar DeRozan said he still liked Drake, even after being in the Not Like Us music video. But turns out, Drake might not feel the same. When DeRozan returned to Toronto during Vince Carter's jersey retirement, Drake made a playful but cold comment on the broadcast, and he and Chubbs were watching DeRozan very closely from the sidelines. Then, on November 22nd, Kendrick finally released his highly anticipated album, GNX.
Have you ever had to flip your unemployment? On the dead guys, nigga, I ain't going.
In one of the songs, Whacked Out Murals, Kendrick said he'd never apologize to Drake because doing that would feel fake. He said if he had reached out to make peace, he wouldn't be standing by his words. Heart Part 6 also appeared on Kendrick's album, even though Drake had already used that same title. Kendrick didn't care, he doubled down. Right after the album dropped, Drake announced an Australia tour starting on February 9th. That's the exact same day Kendrick is set to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. Coincidence? Most likely not. Then on November 24th, Drake appeared on Canadian streamer XQC's live stream. It seemed chill at first, but the next day things took a serious turn.
We're real Sixers. We're real Sixers. They're real six-side. We don't listen to that.
You know this before?
Nah.
Drake's company, Frozen Moments, filed legal papers in New York against Universal Music Group, UMG, and Spotify. He accused them of using shady tactics like bots and pay-for-play deals to boost Not Like Us streams. He claimed this caused him financial harm, and that wasn't the only filing. Billboard soon revealed that Drake's team had also filed another case in Texas, claiming UMG secretly paid iHeartRadio to give Not Like Us more spins. The filing said UMG could have blocked the song altogether since it contained serious personal attacks on Drake, like calling him a predator and accusing him of crimes. UMG quickly clapped back, saying the claims were offensive and untrue, and that no legal tricks can change the fact that fans chose the music they love. Finally, on December 3rd, Kendrick dropped one last surprise. He's going on a joint tour with Azier in 2025. And yes, one of the shows is happening right in Toronto. It seems like this battle isn't just about diss tracks anymore. It's playing out in courts, on tour dates, and across social media. And whether you're Team Drake or Team Kendrick, one thing's for sure. This isn't over yet.